Hello, people of God, beautiful people, wonderful people, happening people, correct people. Let me just cite you small, but I mean it. I mean it. All right, all right. I'm back. Testimonies through the years. I have another beautiful story for us today. Actually, I was still in school when this happened, but it wasn't in school. Okay. So, the very first time I wrote a book, I wasn't intending to write a book. That was not the plan. I was just doing my own stuff. I was just writing down my personal daily declaration, affirmations, confessions, So I had written them, typed them out, and you remember one testimony I shared some time ago that I said I fainted one day while fasting in a cyber cafe. All right. It was that uh, declaration that I went to print out that day, that fateful day that I fainted at the cyber cafe. Oh boy. So that particular test printout is what I had been using for my personal daily affirmations and declarations over the years. I don't even remember how long now between then and this particular period. So this particular day, the Lord began to speak to me that I should make a book out of that confession. So I said, book, book. Hey, where will I see money? Book. Oh boy. So I obeyed. I started the typing and all, looking for who will do this, how much would it cost, blah, blah, blah. And I went all about that. So I was staying with a particular family friend then. I used to call him my small daddy. I used to call him my small daddy. He was my uh, elder sister's friend. Shout out to my daddy. Yemi Shoneye. He's such a great man. His family is such a great family. I can't do this without mentioning your name. I have to mention your name. I'm sorry about that. Oh boy. Oh, all right. So I told them about what I was doing because I was living with them, and they're like, "Oh, that's nice." In fact, he did the proofreading for me. Made some corrections, and was like, "That's good. That's good." So I read all about it, and then he supported me in printing the books. So I was so happy. While I was still staying with them at their house, I would take some of the books and go out, on evangelism and things like that. Just talk to people, see if I can sell the books. I think I was selling for, was it not 200 naira a copy or so back then? So while I was doing this, I entered into, I was just randomly going to shops, talk to people about Jesus, preach to them, tell them why they need the book, and tell them, the cost if they are interested in buying or not. So I entered into this particular laundry service. That was Westman Quest. I have to say this. And I saw this guy sitting at the okay, I met the receptionist, said, I want to see your boss, blah blah blah. Can I see the manager? Blah blah blah. Oh, okay, he's not you can sit down. So she took me to an office. When I got into the office, I met one guy sitting at the desk. So I thought that was the either the owner of the place or the manager or whoever, the boss I was looking for. So I began talking and the guy was behaving like a boss. So in the process of talking, when I got to the part where I brought out the book, and okay, after I told them that, I asked them if they were Christians, are you believers, blah blah blah. So I brought out the book and began to tell them what it was about and all. There was another guy sitting behind who wasn't saying anything, who was just, quiet and calm and everything. He just came and said, Can I have a look at that? Can I see? And he picked the book. Wow. Wow. This is really good. You did this? You wrote this? Wow. That's impressive. Wow, keep it up. Young lady like you're doing this. Remember, I was still in school, so he was really impressed that wow, young student like you doing this kind of good stuff. This is good. This is good. The next thing he said, you shouldn't be selling stuff like this. This should be in the hands of every Christian. No, you should be giving this out for free. No, 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 no. You can no. This is too good. You shouldn't be selling this. Everyone should have this. Like you put it beside your Bible. You understand? Like you should have it just like everyone should have a Bible. And I was wondering what this one saying. Then he said, "How much did it cost you? How many copies did you print?" I told him, "How much did it cost you?" I don't even remember the exact amount right now. I think it was 60,000. I don't even remember the exact amount. And he was like, "Okay, okay, okay." He said, you know what we're going to do? Please, you're going to stop selling this thing, okay? He brought out his checkbook, said, I want to write you a check for what it cost you to do this, okay? But right now, I can't do that because I'm on a project, we are opening a new branch and all that. But I'm going to give you half of this, then you come back to collect the remaining half, okay? So please stop selling this. You're going to have to give it out. Just give it out to people. Just give people. Okay. Wow. And he kept on, writing and writing and wrote, what's your name? Blah, 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 blah. Really? Okay. All right. I'm seriously trying to remember the guy's name. It's one very long. I don't know if it's Edo name or something. The name is quite, those tongue twister kind of name. And it's been a while. Even this Westman question, I had to check Google to remember the name. And I'm so glad I did. So please, if you are anywhere and you see Westman Quest Laundry, please, that's the place for you to wash, to do your laundry. Okay. Please, you gotta do that for me. Okay. So, and he wrote the check. I was like, wow, am I dreaming? Is this for real? I thanked him and said he gave me his phone number and I left. So now now maybe it's the humility or the modesty or the ability in me. I don't know. I didn't go back to ask for the other half. You understand of the money. And I went back to school. I came back to Lagos after some time again, and I just went on with my life, sharing the half testimony, like see what God did do, blah blah blah. So one particular day, I don't know. I just felt like, this man. I was scrolling to my phone and I saw his phone number. I said, this man. Let me greet him and say thank you for the last time. I'd forgotten about any other half. You understand? I had even forgotten he said anything about that. So I just called him. I just want to thank you for the other day. Who is this? I said, who is this? I explained that I had to start reminding him this. You this lady, I've been looking for you. I've been looking for you. You want me to sin against God? I made a vow. I made a vow. I've been looking for you. I couldn't find your number again. Please come and collect your money. What kind of thing is this? I told you to come and why didn't you come? I said, hey. By then I was even no longer in with those people in Bagada. I think I'd gotten married or so. So I had to say, let me go and look for this guy. Say, it's been so long. No, I don't joke with when I say something I want to do to God. I don't joke with it. I don't joke with it. I don't know where I put your phone number. I just couldn't find it. He wrote the second check. I said, okay now. So they have been looking for me with money and I was not aware. Wow. And it was just so amazing. Like, so God asked me to go do this. I didn't have money to do it. The first person I told about it said, all right, don't worry. We'll get it done. He did it. And then that wasn't enough. He now raised somebody else that now returned the whole money I used in printing the book. Of course, I stopped selling it. I just started giving it out. That was my first book ever. Like ever. And up till now, it's still a blessing, such a blessing to me, to everyone who had gotten it. This particular book, one of the testimonies from that book, one day, back then in my former church, I just got a phone call one day. Someone called me. I was like, oh, am I speaking with Blair? So I said, yes. I said, please, I need to see you. I need to see you. I said, okay, what's going on? I bought your book, the book, that your book, uncle, that confession book. I said, okay. I bought it at redemption camp. I said, redemption camp. I never took the book to redemption camp. What is good? How did you get? He said, but some pages are missing, and it's the page I need. The page I really need. I really need it. It's the place where you were talking about health. I need it. Please, I need to see you. I have to get the remaining. So I had to give this woman my address.
She came all the way, you know, made sure she, she was an elderly woman. And then she told me the health challenge she was passing. By the time I saw the book, I said, Jesus, I had to give her another copy of the original copy. It was obviously not my book. It had been, oh my God, it was a pirated copy. In short, it was seriously terrible. I had to give her another copy, and prayed with her. She got healed, and I was just so happy. So let me use this to encourage somebody. Whatever God is telling you to do, please step out in faith. He already got you. He got it. He got it planned out already. So please don't hesitate. You don't know whose testimony you might be holding back. Go and do what God asked you to do. God bless you. See you. Another episode coming. Testimonies through the years. Yours truly.